Hi guys, welcome to this system. We're on the ISO builder and I've just had a talk with the developer of Xerolinux. I don't know why, but why did I not include this in the list of the supported ArcoLinux tweak tool, right? Manjaro came first, shouldn't be like that. Should first check about the spin-offs. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a super F7, that's our way of launching things. We're gonna clone this one and gonna call it Xerolinux. I hope I've written it correctly and we're gonna get it. So Control Alt F G V, right? Often I do a G because there I don't open up 20 tabs, but here we can easily type Xerolinux download. There it is. Xerox, yeah, sure. Now, Xerolinux is what we need, an Arch-based Linux distribution. And I believe there was also a website. And look, there's even an article. It's FOSS, so have a look. And beautiful Arch-based Linux distribution, additive tips, first look. So if you first want to have a look and say, okay, this is something for me or not, then maybe YouTube is the first thing to do. It's very eye candy, true. So I want to download, and I guess it's going to be SourceForge for me. And of course, go look at the website because he has made a new one again. So it's all about style and how do you show things to people. So voila, here's my name. So if you don't know, maybe it's an interesting thing. If you start out in Linux and it is all quite difficult, in ArcoLinux Info, we have a learning path, a university kind of thing, where you learn on different websites, on different levels, and you can go, like I just told somebody on Discord, you can go very, very deep and build your own ISO. And that's basically what Xerolinux has done on the basis of many of our projects. There is ArcoLinux as building, there is ALCI as building, a riser with all those articles and videos and knowledge that's already on there, right? But don't start too soon. It is for the advanced Linux user to start building your own ISOs and in the end building your own distro as Xerolinux did. So this is the website. I'm gonna straight, although probably I can find here download somewhere. Let's see, videos, free, installing, probably missing it, Control F, download. There's the button, right? I'm probably gonna go to SourceForge, I suppose. There we are. So I want to look at the where is it coming from kind of thing. So the download here. I always check the files because I want to see the choices. There are many choices and it's not always correct what SourceForge provides in the green button. But in this case, I hope and I suppose it is because it's the only one and the package list is here. So 0604, look at the date up here. It's recent, right? And we're almost there. All right, fun. Xerolinux is ready. What we're gonna do exactly the same like always, the workflow thing, right? So the ArcoLinux tweak tool is ready for Manjaro. I've made a video this morning, and Xerolinux I'll do in the evening. We're gonna clone this. First we install it and then we clone it. Is it installed? Yeah, it's downloaded, fine. And then we go to optical drive, choose a disk file, Eric downloads, Xerolinux main, which is gonna be Plasma, and off we go, Control F. So this is all changeable, right? If you have all the nodes put together, this is based on ALCI, he says here, right? So if you put all the nodes together, there's nothing that is not explained. ArcoLinuxISO.com, ALCI, a riser, put it all together. Anything you want, like even a XAML kernel, it's all possible and it's within your grasp. It's already explained. It needs knowledge, Linux knowledge, ArcoLinux knowledge, how to build everything. and then maybe someday, right? But see that as a goal in a year, 2 years time. Maybe I'll do that. But don't underestimate the work. Launching something means maintaining something, means work, means support, means presence, right? Anniversary celebration, right? Start the Xerolinux installer. We all use the free and great installer Calamares, and this is its look. You can define many things inside it, and I'm gonna choose American English, so that's set the way it should be. And then it's up to the maintainer, the developer. How will I use this universal Swiss knife and make it my own? So design wise and images and all that, you need to learn it. And that's, for instance, explained on the ArcoLinuxISO.com. Next. Required immutable. So it's always going to be there. ArcoLinux kernel, it's going to be there. CPU microcode, we're on a virtual machine. What do I care with that? No, nothing. AMD, ATI, NVIDIA, no. Virtual machines. So this is something that's interesting for you, but then you need some technical information already. What NVIDIA do I need? So maybe it's better to stick with the open source drivers until you know what you need. In my case, it's very simple. I don't need anything. I can choose BetaOS tools. I'm going to go for X4, network things, power management things, printing support, system tools, fan control, and so on. And all kinds of drivers. Okay, none of those for me. Location is Brussels, fine. The only thing that matters for me is my AZERTY always. And we don't see the letters here, probably to do with the CSS. So CSS is cascading style sheets. In this case it's QSS, I think, so the Q from Qt. So no swap, let's take a little bit swap. XFS, ButterFS, X4. So you choose in the drop down, and that's the tip. Don't start making your life difficult and miserable, but let the machine just handle everything and you'll be fine. Just one operating system on it and no issues, no frustrations. But that's my advice. You do whatever you want. Log in automatically, voila. Choices. You do something else, and then we install. Voila, done. Now, in this Calamares, you can make so many images, and if you click on it, it goes to the next image or right click, and those things are possible. So if you want to communicate with your users, you want to say, we have LibreOffice and we have GIMP installed and Inkscape, and it's a good tool and it's better than Adobe or whatever, right? Yeah, the story you want to tell about your OS, you can do it in images with a left click and a right click. You go to the next image. To see what's happening, click the green button below. So thanks to so many efforts from the Calamares guys and also of the other, the not maintainers but the contributors, that's the word, people contributing code to Calamares, we've got something to be geeky, right? What's happening on the back end is what we've done to it. You as a developer need to learn about Calamares. And what I always say, if you want to really learn and get into the details of the beast, then first of all make an account on github.com. Right? Make an account there. That was wrong. So it's twice Calamares. That's okay. Twice Calamares. Make an account, so sign up and sign in, and then you can put the notifications on, and every single post there is, I get in and I follow what's happening to our tool, the Swiss knife that gets any Linux distribution out there on our machines. And this is the website, and I hope I can find it easily. But here we are, that's our image, right? So, but there's just more than us. There is EndeavourOS, And many of us are helping each other, CowOS and KDE Neon, Garuda, Archcraft, Xerolinux, right? We are all using a great tool, a free tool. And the code is where we just came from, here. So if you're interested in becoming a developer, right, this is the place to be and learn. Start reading the code, even if it says nothing to you. Start looking at modules and what's a module. There is lots of readmes in there, and you need to do that on your own. There are videos on ArcoLinuxISO.com, for example, but in the end, you really need to try out a setting. Build the ISO. What happens if I switch that setting? What happens if I do this and that? A lot of trial and error story behind it, but it's fun. All right, if you want a challenge, well, see, in 2 years' time, that's a nice goal, I think. In 2 years' time, I want to have blah blah blah. But like I told Xerolinux, focus on one desktop. Put your energy in the desktop you like and focus on that, because that's already a lot of work. Trust me, with 28 desktops, I know. Xerolinux installing. So preparing your system, you can always have a look at the technical stuff. And it all matters what we do when we do it. So this is a chronological line. Let's call it a project or something, right? You start with phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and it matters where you put your modules. The right order of these modules is super important. We're almost at the end. Bootloader, so grub. And the idea is then later on, I have a machine so I can test out the ATT. So restart system. Then I'll make a clone. So we have two choices, and save graphics. If there is a problem with graphics, you choose that one. Now we boot existing OS. 3 seconds. And before I clone, I'll update, right? Now it's only 3 days old, so I don't think there will be many updates. Let's keep you around. Let's see what a Ctrl-Alt-T does. Right, nothing. So it will be another key binding. And this is already a greeter. I use Arch, by the way, right? You know the joke. So is update working? That's our way of updating everything. And if we want to know, yeah, 50 megabytes. Well, it's nothing in size, but it's a lot of application actually. A lot of updates coming in, and I'm looking at all the names. So should you try to learn, right, day by day, what are all these names, and sometimes you look it up, what is it for, and that's how you learn. And then one thing before I close everything down. Yep. I just want to know what is update. It's sudo pacman -syyuu. All right. That's it for now. We're gonna stop everything. Power session, shut down, shut down. And just to show you the workflow, once that's done, don't work on this one. Clone it and work on the clone. Break it, learn from it. And the next clone, you won't do the same mistakes again, because you're knowledge has advanced. You know now, shouldn't do that, should do that. All right, cheers.